I forgot to record. But yeah, welcome YouTube. You're getting a bit of a cat experience for today. We did not change much. All I have done since the last update is I commented functions with this IntelliSense thingamajig that every Lua can handle. And now if I come over to one of my functions, I guess this is holding it. Yeah, I can now actually see pop-ups and such. Hold on, it up there. Whee! And the other thing that you could notice is I can now actually debug, and for some reason did not stop. Because that was a mushroom. Can I not place a breakpoint during the run? So yeah, now it can actually work. The workaround for me was basically installing another extension. It is the second Lua debugger. I just installed this, disable the original, and it works. Finally. You're not gonna die for 3 hours like last time for a typo. But yeah, that's all we have done. So let's get into the to-do list basically and try to do this keyboard thingamajig for which I would have to pick up my Discord on the other monitor. Löve2D Dev, yes, support. This is my older version. I should have like bookmarked the link or something. Loop. So what I suggested is that in my main Löve I create a main function for the Keypress function, Love.Keypress. That is not Keypress. Keypress, yes, key. And I think you can stop the debugger for now, we don't need it. Duplicate field, Keypress. Player handle Lua. Oh! So now it actually yells at me for having a duplicate key pressed one. Oh. I don't remember this happening last time, but I might have just glanced over it. And they told me here to create a custom key press for each object that you want to listen with for the key presses and send it over here. So what we can do is for key value in iPairs, and I'm not sure how to name this collection. Maybe we can call it Keypress listener collection. And here you can say if this value has a key pressed, then all value key pressed key. So basically you just send down from the global main update to the objects themselves, and you're not handling it inside the objects. So what I would need to do here now is to go to the player handler, and this is not key press, Löve key press, but it is self key press, right? And now I need to register it here. Player handler Lua. Wait, why are you still telling me that this is duplicated? Oh, because it is not saved. Yep, it is gone now. And now what we can do is in the load, I guess in the load the map, because that is where we are creating the player, I can say that Keypress, listener collection, empty it out. For now, this probably needs to be like some kind of custom function that can like objects register themselves in and out. And table.insert Keypress listeners layer. Global variable is a lowercase initial. Oh yeah, I need to look into this. What is this deck? Deck, shuffle deck, suits. Oh, this is for Sailor. Yeah, I don't need this. I was helping Sailor debug his code. And we were both very confused for a while. So I think that's all that we need, right? Because this should happen by itself, if I understood it correctly. I might need to move the keypress function out from update. I'm not sure, but let's see. Yep, it is not working now. So let's come over here. Have keypress down with key. So we actually arrive here. And this is my player. What is key? What? It's like a Löve2D thing, where this would love self first and then key. They don't. No, I'm messing it up, right? I don't need self. I do this, right? And probably just yeet this out from here, honestly. This doesn't need to be in the update. Let's move it into its own function. It's end, which means there is one more end here. I don't need this in my update. Let's stop this. And The queue can go here basically because this is global thing. I always want to reboot. Trigger handler. Now? Let's move report. Yes. Okay, that was the problem. This I still confused from time to time. I think it is in a way where I could be totally wrong here, but you either do the self dot function self param, I think is how it goes, or you do without self and with the double colon, like the colon. So like you cannot mix the two up. That is why we have this here. This is not the self that we are passing. Like this key is not the self basically. So now that this works, wow, and Q also works, right? I am stopped here. Löve error handler message. Why am I stopped there? Oh, why is it stopping here without a breakpoint? This is the boot up that is happening here. This snippet was on the forums altogether to like include the debugger. I assume I need it. This is like wrapped into a lot of stuff. Can I just require it on its own? This is really weird that it is stopping without an actual... Like, where are you? It's just because I'm there? This is so weird to me that this stops here. Oh. I have to look into this a bit more. Because obviously it doesn't happen all the time. No, it happens all the time. Wow. Can I? It probably won't start up, right? Without me actually requiring the debugger itself. So now it reboots. Question is, can I still actually debug? Or I actually need, yeah, you actually need the debugger required. Hmm. Can I just eat all this and require on top of the main? Let it go. Okay, give me a breakpoint here instead because I can control that breakpoint. Yes. Did it go? Okay, I'm free. But in the main, this does nothing. Wow. No, did I lose my privilege of picoid debugging? I have to like ask around on the Discord if like this is something that is possible to do, because I would love to just keep my also no. I love to keep the debugger because obviously having a debugger is useful. Run this. But like if I cannot quick restore, that is not the most optimal thing in the world. Need a little tea. Not sure if Love and Lua can do. Like, is there a default? A function that runs when the object is basically freed up? Because it would be nice if my player could have its own function that happens when it's just yeeted out from the memory. It could call back to that function to delist itself from this listener. But that is so much more easier to do. So, oops. To do. Done. What better keymapper the game? I'm not sure if you want to play with that today. I will leave it here and look into these. Move the particle addition to the table, to the particle handler. Okay, just call new and it should handle everything. This is a very stupid comment I left here. I assume I meant that when I'm creating a particles, I'm doing this basically, because I should not need to do this. It should handle it by itself. Honestly, I don't like that comment. I think that is a bit stupid. I'm fine with adding the particle here. But I think the next comment is something. Add functions I can call add particles. So, Shift Control B. Okay. I also forget which is the one that this. It's Control B. Oh, it's just Control B. Okay. So the other comment was about modifying this new particle, which is already bloated AF. But what can I do about it? In a way that at the end, particle handler. So add a new parameter from number box, which is a number the amount of particles to create. I guess this is just better as amount. Amount. And what we can do is amount equals amount, and probably there's a better way to do this, or one. So like have a default value for it. How did I do this in Decorate? I probably did something similar. Minigolf. And the outline function should have something like this. I just did if nil, give it value. Yeah. I'm fine with that. If amount nil, then amount equals 1. I still need to look into if there is like a typing convention or naming convention for parameters inside the function. Because in Pickwight I usually did this underscore parameter, just so I can differentiate between what is being passed and what I'm handling. I don't think that is absolutely necessary, honestly. I was trying to figure out how to wrap this, but honestly it might be easier to create a new function that just wraps this. Like, do not modify this one. Grab all this. Because the I don't know, because this is where oh, but I'm calling it to this, so it should be fine. So like function particle handler new particles. Wait, what? Well, I guess because of the notation, it can do this now. Wow. So I create a local table for it. We just do for I equals 1 amount 2 particle handler new particle. And now you cannot do it? That's weird. Or table dot insert articles port. Wait, it was complaining that I don't have a return? Annotation specifies that the return value is required here. Oh, okay, that is more handy than I would have thought. Return particles. And in theory, I need to check out today. Is there like a table that join? There is a concat. Given a list where all elements are assigned to return the string. No. Sort, unpack. Was there no join by default? What is Löve2D? Löve2D. There's a browser for you. Browser. Honestly, this is not Löve2D. This is just Lua table. Into tables. So I actually need to write my own. It's not that I mind, just a bit weird. Ooh. Now we know. Helpers function helpers dot table concat table 1 table 2 merge two tables together. Table 1 then entries from table 2. Is the actually called table here? Nerdy, welcome in, how are you doing? Table. I guess I don't need this table. Merge data with elements from table 1. First. How you doing, Nerdy? Hope weekend is going well for you because you're already well into it. The time traveler. So local return table equals table 1. Then for I equals 1. I guess it is not I that is better. You should go by key value pairs. Good, good. Maybe one more week before we welcome our daughter into the world. Ooh, heck yeah. Hope everything goes well. And there will be no problems and everything. And also, rest in peace. Say goodbye to personal lifetime for a while. I haven't even talked with my little brother. At this point, I should call them. The second daughter was born like a month ago. Yeah. But like, I know from experience from the first that it's like almost 2 months until they can like spare time to everyone else. So here we do return table. Table 1 length plus I equals table 2 I. Turn table. So here I'm refactoring my particle addition. So I don't have to do all these 4 cycles. I can just say new particles equals particle handler new particles. Copy all this because this is how the particle is parameterized. And just pass 10 as the amount. This can be a local, sure. And what I can do now is particle collection equals helpers dot table concat particle collection new particles. So now I somewhat see why I left a to-do for moving in this and like inserting the value into the table into the creation function itself. I could see that. Oh, this is the helpers. It's not the particle helper. I could see that. Also, here is no amount anymore. I could see that if I add the particle collection into this handler, honestly. And that might be nice. So I can create an update for the particle handler itself where it updates every particle inside it, inside its collection. I'm trying to think if there is a reason why not to do that. Because at the moment my collection is outside, it's just a random global collection. Because then I won't have to do... Where is it? This? I could just call particle handler update particles or something like that. And this would be inside the particle handler itself. So it is like contained. And you don't have to handle everything else outside of it. I like the idea of that. So let's see if we can do that. But first, let's check if this actually worked. Exception has occurred. Wrong number of arguments to insert. What do you mean? Is it maybe this is not how I do that? Maybe I call self. But like there's no self inside here. I'm not sure. Okay, it finds the function. It just registers everything. Particles is an empty table. Oh, fuck me. This is not how you call a function. Particles. Part. That is the wrong parentheses. Remove this. Oh. Oh. Does my globals it is new. I is 83. That is surprisingly a big number. It is very much so a very big number. What? 84 particles? What the fuck? Oh, technically I have particles under my feet. Did I mess up my merger? Guitar table is table 1. From the length of 1 to the end of table 2. Table 1i should be table 2i. That should be correct. I assume it is not lying to us, but like 83. Indeed, there are a few who are nil. Why are you nil? Why are you nil already? All of my particles should leave the same time, right? Somewhere around the same time. Like, it being nil is very weird. New particles. Also, let me remove quickly the part where we are adding player particles. Let it go. For now, let it go. I'm adding nails? This particle? How in the heck are you nil? I cannot really return null from this. And this is like frame 1 because I haven't even picked up the mushroom technically on the drawing call. So this is just after the particle creation runs. Is the intelligence complaining at anything? Really? Is something here happening that is weird? I don't think so, but like... Selection equals... It should be the same. Also, I don't think I need any of these because I'm passing... So in table Concat, I'm just doing table 1. I'm returning that. This should be the reference. It almost should be the same with this. Problem is here now. This is weird. I don't understand why we are seeing nails. Do I have nail values already? Right, that's what we checked before. No. What the fuck is this doing? There are 10 elements here. The length of table I should be 0. Oh. Is it doing some funky stuff because technically these two are pointing to the same memory place? So while I'm adding 1 to return table, the length of table 1 is increasing? Is this the problem here? Stop it, please. I don't need this. I only need this one. There. The table 1 is 0. Yeah, wow. Okay. So oh. Table 1. No particles now. The return table does have all the tables. Oh, I forgot to set this to this. Oopsie. My bad on that one. Where's my breakpoint? Also, just delete these 2 breakpoints. We don't need them. Oh, I'm calling them with the same value. I'm stupid all the way throughout. So this mod random, and this mod random should be set for every particle, and also this as well. Oh. That would need a different parametering, honestly. For the time being, because I do not want to think about parametering stuff. This will need a whole new metering system, because you need to roll the random values for particle. So we need to pass basically a range, from which range it can roll by itself. Bah, don't care. The other thing I said is I want a vector for helper random. And I'm not gonna wrap that itself, or maybe we can do. Select a random element from the collection where elements are weighted. From collection. Yeah, more love to the pain. I thought I can move one of my particle handler to a better place, but it needs a whole new parameterizing core, so that is moving to the to-do back again. But we managed to do the keyboard better. Welcome, Curb. Hope weekend is going nicely for you. A collection of elements from where we use one from weight Yeah, technically. A collection of weights responding to the collect. Nouns. Return element function helpers dot random element random weighted element from collection weights. And what we're gonna do is very simple. We're just gonna do local weighted collection for I equals 1 collection do. So we are rolling through all the elements, and what we're gonna do here is for I equals 1 weights. This is not I, but J, for example. It doesn't really matter. Table dot insert weighted collection I. So if my logic is correct, and that could be perfectly not be correct, what you're doing here is I'm looping over the length of this collection, and I'm fetching the weight of each of those indexes, side weights, and adding said item in the collection weight amount of times into the collection. And here I can just call return helpers dot random element from weighted collection. This is stable. Oh, it doesn't do that. This is not. What is pro? And if I type an alias element, can I call it any? Is that a solution? No. Generic class field. Well, they are showing a generic one, which is not what I want. I assume T and any is the same. Yeah, I don't care. Deal with it, Lua. And I'm not sure where we wanted to use this. Let me search for these. 4, 5. No, these are not weighted. Random element from 19. What? What? This should be 19. 19. Weight integer cannot match table. Color. Is it like, do you just pipe it here? Number? Um, this is field. Do I need to modify my RGB color so it can be a number as well? Number or number? And where is it? What? Respond to table. Interesting. I need to look into this, then I'm not fully familiar. Like, I just looked into this today. I might be missing how I can like all these together. How to doc parameter type that access different types. Bottom opt type 1, type 2, name, description. But do I need the opt? Is that thing? Because they showcase this. There's the name. Or is it different? Is this type name? No. Oh. Oh, is this a space thing? Which one of you solved this one? Didn't I exactly did this earlier? This, like, I don't need this here. Cool. Yeah, I'm not using it anywhere. Wow. I just wrote it up for myself, looks like. So this is not correct. So you are the one who are getting commented. And you're the one who's gonna stay for now. What is your problem with I? I'm not using it, yeah, I guess. And what is your suggestion for this? Nothing. Cool. Shut the fuck up. Then shut the fuck up. Oh. I forgot to uncomment the line. This one. My bad. Because the insertion is happening here. Yep. Oh. So, by the way, not sure if you're interested in curve. The solution was to create a global of a Keypress. So you're not creating it at every frame. And basically you tie other objects into this one. I have this listener collection where I'm just checking if technically I don't need this, but it is a good thing to do if you're accidentally add something to here. So you have a listener collection where you call every objects inside the listener collections and they have their own keypress, which is handling, so it is not the Löve2D Dev, but it is a self keypress. And that is where you handle their input. But that's all. Oh, I guess maybe this is the problem, that I have nil here. This live and push maybe thinks that there is an error happening. Maybe we can check that, by the way. No, dot event dot push. But I want to restart as well. I think we tested this, right? And this did not work for us for some reason. They still... So my problem is, because you were not here, I think, is we figured this out earlier, that now that I have a debugger, my quick queue restart is getting stuck in this debug function. Or basically anywhere else that I start this debugger. And I'm not sure how to solve this yet. So what is all these problems? They're just warnings. So as the good programmer we are just missing them. Like skipping them. And honestly, I would love if this would not get stuck up there, and I'm not sure how you can do that. Equivalent to Löve and push quit exit status. It's basically this. No. Why? Why you do this? Hmm. Oh. Done. How the better keymapper? We could maybe look into this. The issue is with this is it will never be nicer than this, but I just don't see a way yet where I guess I could pass this. Maybe we can try this. So, new file, input little low. And local helper, return input helper, function input helper is left E, I guess. So you could do something like this. And then we need to check. We can return is I need that helper here. Require where is it? I need so I can return helpers dot is value insert key, and we can do A, and I need to like check the button mappings. Audio key. There we go, key string, that is what I wanted. So navigation keys, so it is left. So we are left to that. Editing key, no. Function key, no. Modifier key, no. Application key, no. Miscellaneous. No, control input. Input. Löve2D joystick. What is the name of the joystick? No. Return the position of each axis. There's a gamepad press. Gamepad button. Oh no. Also, the problem with this is a different callback, right? This is a gamepad press. I guess I can still pass down it as quote-unquote key. So we can fetch dpad left, dpad left, and the last one I need is to figure out how to fetch the axes, like how this works. Gamepad XD. Still. The gamepad axis returns a value between -1 and 1. I think honestly this needs to be handled differently. Or like not differently, but like not here. So like we go back to here. All I did is I did A left and D-pad left into this set. But I think it would be better to, for joystick, input, fetch direction first, and send down value based on -1, 1. I also need to save this page. Guess I can just tab this, right? So if I do this, I can copy C this, go into player handler, call in this local input helper. I cannot type. Require source utils input handler. And here in Keypress, I can check if input handler is left input key, right? So if I restart this, shit. Oh, it is a set. So it is no. Bloop. Debugging time. So the key that I passed down is nil? Oh, fuck me. This is a dot. That is why. So now my key is A, yes. If I let it run, I move to the side. Yay! This is the same issue that last time we had. So now I can just do the same with the other ones. So like function, input, helper, is Right input E. So this is D right and DP right. Also, we can check this quickly. Oh, but that might mess up my sound setup. Do I have another console? I should have. Hold on. I'm trying to find an older controller of mine. That is a cable. How long is this cable? Jesus Christ. Okay. Went away, nice. Or? Oh no, I'm here, cool. Not responding. Oh, did I freeze? Hold on. Hello? USB device not recognized. Oh, fuck me. And it killed my Löve instance? Is that a thing? Okay, let's pull it out. What? What happened? Now my Lua is not booting up? Debug already ran. You want to start another instance? Yes. But where is my instance, please? Hello? Löve is not starting up? Wow. The fuck? Hold on. What is happening here? Get rid of this breakpoint. What? Um... What? Now it just randomly showed up. I do not know what is happening here. Oh, hold on, let's try another controller. Read the cable from cable hell. Oh, that is not a... Okay, I will have to test it after the stream, because I'm pretty sure if I just switch on my PS controller, which I have, compared to the PC. That said, I want to play Peace Coming later, so... Controller? Pop, 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 pop. Oh, did it lose the pairing? Really? No, it is here. But it looks like it is not actually doing something, so... I'm gonna fetch the cable quickly. You will hear a pop, pop, pop.